All right, last time your adventurers managed to fight off a pile of goo, as well as a little girl who was attempting to infiltrate your group and crush you from within. Your kind-hearted Marquez managed to save her from the goo, but then she turned on you and did some serious damage. You threw a stick of dynamite, or a grenade, we'll say, at the pile of goo and managed to defeat some of them, but in the end decided to run away. You guys made your way north, avoiding some of the larger, more ominous figures in the fog, and making your way up to the nuclear power plant and finding your way inside. You now find all of you going down this tight, narrow corridor, kind of pushing past broken chunks of sharp metal and some, like, it's very heavy in here. It smells like mildew, ozone, and some strong hints of just mud and rot. As you push onward, you make your way down this like steep tunnel into this space here. It continues on ahead of you. Who's in the front here? That'd be you?
Yeah, I've got the RAM detector.
Yes, you've got the RAM detector, which allows you to detect the source of radiation. You point it down this hallway, and it sort of just gives you the reading of general ambient radiation. You all get the occasional ping on your Geiger counters, but it doesn't seem to be of any really strong source right now. Okay. It seems clear. Not yet. Right. So you remember, though, you have to put on your gas masks. Otherwise, this region, if you don't have your gas masks on, it can get way worse.
Do I have to have a gas mask? Because I don't breathe.
True. No, you don't.
Okay.
Will the radiation do anything bad to his components?
It will. It behaves the same in terms of gameplay, but also, yes.
It'll melt me.
Yes. Neutrons bouncing around will definitely melt and do damage on the inside of the robot. So, you guys make your way down this hallway. As you do, you suddenly hear a unexpected sort of female voice floating through the air.
This is totally the AI.
This is not a drill. Warning, radioactivity levels above acceptable values of... Please evacuate immediately and have a wonderful day.
9, 9, 9, 9,
That's my
9,
girlfriend.
9.
Exactly.
Okay.
So
I'm definitely gonna keep the REM detector like on us.
You better be on that thing.
I think we should just turn around and leave.
We gotta take care of this. I don't care if it kills me.
All right.
This is what we're here for.
Either way, I agree. We have to continue down.
We knew we came in here to die. We may as well try to do what we can.
All right, continuing on.
Yeah.
So you make your way forward down to this corner and you turn it. Are you guys trying to be stealthy? How are you guys moving through this space?
Attempting stealth, but
yeah,
probably not succeeding.
No reason to not attempt.
Yeah, roll stealth for me, all of you.
Okay.
Okay.
5.
I rolled a 10.
20.
It's 20.
Okay.
11.
Nat 20.
11. Okay. Nat 20. I'll say with that nat 20, that's pretty good. You guys managed to go along avoiding any... 6? Okay.
6.
Well, it's still... Okay, you make it all
bad.
the way in the hallway.
Still bad.
You peek around the corner. Ahead of you see a three-way intersection. To your left, a door. Straight ahead, another door. To the right, an open passage, kind of twisting and winding. The floor here is this grate of metal, like grated metal, with the railings on the side, and like below that, it's just, you look down, it's like broken mud and earth and like some standing water. It's just ruins down here. But you look ahead a bit and do see these two doors here, as well as a passage leading this way.
All right. I think we should stay together.
Yes.
And definitely not
Split the party.
No.
Always.
Agree.
Now,
However,
the only question is,
are there any labels on these doors? Do we know what these doors are? Or are they just doors?
Make a perception check.
Okay.
perfect.
17.
17. The door on the, let's say that towards me is north, so
Yeah,
that's
I
south.
Okay.
So the southern door, that says, on the label of it, actually has a rusted plaque. It says steam generation. On the door that way, that would be to the west. That door says hot labs.
Hot labs.
That sounds dangerous.
I mean,
I don't know if I want
they
to be
use
there.
steam to make nuclear power, from what I know. That's probably where we need to go, I would imagine.
Yeah, but we probably don't want to set off the nuclear reactor, so we might want to keep it functioning and find like the agile, off button.
Oh, true.
Because if we
That's
have
true.
it go
Well, we can just block
nuclear,
the steam,
That's true.
so it's not spinning any.
do you think
turbines.
Do you think it has like fail safes where if steam gets damaged, it just won't go boom?
we can
they
just
work?
lower the control rods all the way and stop it from doing a reaction.
Yeah.
That is, that to be true. That is the way to shut down a nuclear reactor, is to lower the safety control rods deep down inside the reaction itself and shut it off.
Thank you, Graphite. All right, so I say
Just throw the entire world stock of pencils in there.
I say that we go to steam generation. What do you all think?
We can at least look and see if there's controls there.
Do we know where? Like, do we have any background knowledge that would let us know where is the proper place to go to shut this thing down?
Make a history check.
Okay.
All of us, or just
Just him.
Yeah, that's a 1 + 4, so 5.
You're rolling real bad tonight.
Oh yeah, that's my trademark.
Yeah. So you all studied best you
Great
could
DM.
about generally nuclear reactors and how they work. What you just said was important. That's how you shut down the reaction. The heat from the nuclear reaction heats the steam, which then generates the power with turbines, and then exports it outward. So beyond that, you're not entirely sure what is required to stop this whole process, but some combination of turning off the reaction or maybe destroying the electricity generation, something like that. Not
If
quite
we
sure.
just knock out the steam power, then they won't get power from it, even if it's still on. They would
Right.
probably repair it in a bit, but we'd have time to.
the thing is though, we can shut down the steam generation. That'll turn off the power. But do we also want to turn off the actual nuclear reactor, lower the control rods and all that stuff so they can't start it up again?
I mean, that would be ideal, but if we're killing the AI,
Right.
do we know how long it would take for these robots to repair if we were to damage like the output?
Make an insight check, with advantage, given that you've sort of been once part of
Good
this.
roll, so it's 18 or 17. So insight, that's going to be a 19.
Nice. If you were to shut down the nuclear reactor, you don't anticipate them being able to start it up again anytime soon. If you were to damage the electrical generation step, there's a strong chance they'd be able to repair it and get it back working again within a few hours.
Got it. Yeah, so let's shut it down for good.
Okay.
All right.
And we
'Cause
probably shouldn't
It'll
knock
probably
out the
take more than a
power.
few hours to take care of all the rest of this.
Yeah, because if we knock out the power, they'll know something's wrong, and we don't want all the robots to just swarm to this one location. We want to be able to turn off the power and then bounce out of here as soon as possible.
So down the hallway with no door, I'm assuming.
Yeah, do I see anything down that way?
So you step into this space and look up the hallway. No, it's just kind of a twisting corridor that leads up in this direction before turning around another angle,
Okay.
going deeper.
Do we want to just try for steam generation and see where that takes us?
Let's at least look there and see if there's any other controls.
All right. I guess I'll try that door.
All right. You walk over to that door and you reach up. The handle is locked.
Cool.
Hey, Ro!
You look like you'd be good at picking locks.
Yes,
Sneaky bastard.
I do indeed. Let me see. I have a thieves' tools,
There you go.
so I will.
Are you
use them.
proficient in lockpicking?
Yes, as rogues.
Proficient.
Okay. So go ahead and make a lockpicking check for me.
Okay.
I think
And
it's
would that be-
sleight of hand,
Sleight of
whatever
hand.
that modifier is.
Perfect. Okay. All right. 8.
Plus.
Oh, it's a 5 plus 3.
Okay.
5 plus 3 plus your proficiency bonus.
Right.
So that's really 11 because you're proficient in sleight of hand. So your dex bonus is plus 3, and then you also had your proficiency bonus.
Okay. So yeah.
So
So
that's
you-
11.
You reach over and you start like messing with the handle. It's still locked. And as you try to lever it really hard, a chunk of the ceiling dislodges a bit, and this big splash of water just goes psh, right on top of your head. Immediately, all of your counters beep 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 beep.
Oh,
beep,
no.
beep.
That's not good.
That's bad.
You're a little soaked.
Okay.
Does he look damaged at all?
He looks fine.
I'm gonna point my rim detector at him and up at the ceiling as well.
You point it up?
kind of everywhere.
Is it a continuous leak or is it just dump?
It was a splash, just like a big splash of water that was like sustained in the ceiling by some, thing that he dislodged by kind of ramming against the door. You point it up around, you point down where the water was. It's setting off a slight signal. It's down below you now, sort of out of sight, so you can't really get a detection on it. But it definitely seemed to trigger all your counters for a second when it was there, but it's gone now.
Okay. All right. So
okay?
Don't drink the water.
Don't drink the water.
look, I think we should go down the hallway with no doors and no possible ceiling leakages. How about that? I'm still feeling like that's the right choice.
I guess we can always come back and work, try to break this.
How
if we
sturdy
want to.
does this door look?
Reaching clear.
It looks like it's been closed for a long time. The door handle's pretty rusted.
Okay.
You may be able to break through.
How thick is it?
I'm gonna pop
hard to
the
say.
mace out of my exosuit.
I could
I'm
just
gonna-
shoulder check
Just gonna
this
go
damn
for
thing.
a big swing on it.
I'm backing
You
up.
make a.
You want me
make
to
an
just
attack.
shoulder check this damn thing instead?
Well, let's see what he can do.
How many ones have you rolled tonight?
4.
Nice. Clang just bangs against it, echoing through the
All right,
hallways.
let's go the other way.
Okay.
Do you want me to try to bust the thing open one last time?
You want to
You
go
can
for
try
it.
one more time.
Doors are always the bane of any adventuring party. Like, I've never had a good experience
What
with
skill
a
would this
door.
count as?
Just strength.
Okay,
Straight
just
up
raw
strength.
19.
Hey.
Yes. You back up the hallway a bit, get a running start, crash, just bash through the door and stumble into this room. Inside,
Smash!
steam comes billowing out around you and into the space where you all were.
Yep.
You peek around. You all have headlamps that you can turn on and see. It's pretty dark in here, but you can still see. Inside the space, you now see a small room filled with steam. I'll call it room 2 for the benefit of the adventuring party here. And you can see, oops.
Secrets.
There, yeah, room 2. At the far end is another corridor that continues onward, and all around you is all this machinery kind of humming away. There's these large
I moved
metal
down.
components.
I'm in the room.
Right. There's these large metal components that are along the sides of the walls that are whirring aggressively as they seem to be spinning rapidly inside these housings, like thick metal housings, giant spinning metal chunks. You're not entirely sure what they are, but you suspect these are probably the turbines for the power generation.
So
Okay.
don't think we should hurt these because it's gonna draw attention to us.
Yeah.
Is there is there anything else in the room that might have spotted me or?
Make a perception check.
Move in there as well and look around for any sort
17.
of like off switch. If
Okay.
there just happens to
17.
be one.
17.
Just like a leverage.
You look around the room quickly. There doesn't seem to be anything that is hostile to you in the space. The instant you look in the room and point your meter in here, you hear beep, beep, beep. There is a radiation emanating from this space of level 1. So that means for every round you spend in here, that's 1 point of radiation.
Okay.
You have, and your counters are ticking a little stronger now. You've taken some radiation just by standing in this space. Just so
I
you know.
have 1 radiation.
Well, I'm keeping track of it for you because you don't
Okay.
really have a way of gauging that.
Okay.
But just so you know, this whole room has a space of 1. It's a value
I
of 1.
will. You should get out of there.
Okay.
It's dangerous.
All right, we'll come back to this
Yeah.
if we need to.
So yeah, you back out.
Yeah.
You back out. You do see that there's this end of the hallway that continues onward.
There's another hallway there. I don't know where it goes. I didn't go in there, but
So if we were to like dash our way through and not spend a round in there, would we take any radiation?
You would take 1,
Okay.
but that would just be it.
Let's try to explore elsewhere before we
Yeah.
we eat the one.
The other door says Hot Labs.
Hot labs, yes.
Do we know anything about what that means?
Yeah. Roll a history check for me.
Hopefully it's not
14,
another
I
one.
think.
Solid. Yes, the hot labs are where experiments are done. That's sort of where before it was all taken over, where the production or storage of radioactive material was kind of manipulated and used to create new fuel or like store old fuel before moving it on to the reactor, things like that.
that sounds more dangerous.
Yep.
Let's
Yeah,
let's
not
not
into that. Let's just-
I'm assuming the door's locked.
It is also locked, yes.
Cool.
So
down
now
the
just take
hallway
like a
we go.
crowbar
Yeah,
and just
yeah.
like
Well, guess
shimmy
we're
it
going
up so
down.
it can't get opened. I feel like
Okay.
there's not good things in there.
So you go this way?
Yeah.
Who's going first?
I will with the radiation detector.
Okay. You go forward, waving it as you go. It seems to be relatively unobstructed and not dangerous. You guys continue on. Are you guys trying to be stealthy again or just going?
Just go.
I mean, we broke down a door.
Yeah,
it's
I don't
just
think
going.
we're
Stealth's out the
exactly
window at
stealthy
this point.
anymore.
So you're
we can
continuing
try.
on this way. As you go, you eventually come to another intersection. You see it turns off to the right and goes ahead straight.
I say that we keep going ahead straight.
Are there any labels on these walls?
Make another perception check for me.
Strong side, right side.
13.
15. There's a little label on the side wall pointing this direction, it says spent fuel storage. The hallway to your right is not labeled.
Let's go down the unlabeled.
Yeah.
I guess so.
Spent fuel sounds like more radiation, and I don't want none of that.
Okay.
Let's go down the unmarked hallway into the unknown.
You continue down this way.
If we do end up not being able to shut down the reactor, if we drained the pools that the spent fuel's in, we could cause an explosion.
I don't want to set off a nuke right here. I
I'd
feel
rather
like
not.
that would be not.
I don't
good.
think we want another Chernobyl. We all want.
As
we all know how
exciting
that
as that sounds.
Although that would be a solution if we have to
Plan
turn off. Yeah, Plan B, turn off the
Nah,
archive, and
I'd
just
bump it. I'd
nuke
bump it further down the alphabet,
Okay.
like Plan E.
Yeah, Plan B is just nuke the entire thing, and then after we.
I think
destroy
that would have some
backups.
other unintended consequences.
Okay.
Yeah, but
so
no more
you're
robots. Just radiation.
This is true.
So you're walking down this hallway. You watch the hallway go downward, and suddenly it hits standing water. It looks like you're gonna have to swim to continue down this path.
Is the water giving off any radiation signal?
You point at the water. You're like, nothing, nothing. You point up a bit. Ahead of you, about maybe 15 feet in, you see a barrel kind of floating in the water. You point at the barrel. Beep, 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 beep. It explodes. It says 50 rem.
Oh no.
Dare you to go
That's
lick
not
it.
good. No. Hard pass.
Okay, so I'm gonna try to swim, and is there enough water to swim under the barrel?
Definitely. You can see from what you can see from here. You can swim down underneath the barrel and around the corner.
Okay, and our headlamps work underwater?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Is there any airspace around the corner, or does is there just like half? Is the hallway half full of water, or does it go up to the ceiling eventually?
Oh, it looks like it's half full. So you would have to you're not going to go. You can go under. You can wade and kind of go along the side, or you can, I guess, climb on the ceiling if you wanted. But it goes down and around the corner.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and try to swim and get under the barrel. Do I
Okay.
need to roll anything?
Just make an acrobatics check to swim rapidly down around the corner.
Alright. So would that be dexterity?
Whatever it says. So your acrobatics is
perfect.
dex.
Yeah, so it's just 3. Yeah.
3.
Well, no, you add your dex.
Don't poke the barrel.
Yeah, you
You
add
add
it.
your dex modifier. So that's plus 3. So 2 plus 3 is 5. Don't listen to these numbers.
So you swim down, rapidly swim down under the barrel.
You had to reduce stats. Okay.
As you're going, that barrel, you try to avoid the barrel, I assume?
Yes.
Yes, as
I
much
mean,
as
I would
possible.
hope.
Yes. So you get about, let's say, 10 feet underneath the water, around the barrel, and you get around this turn. It rapidly comes back up again. You come up on this side. However, you do take a substantial amount of radiation at that point. Let's see, what is my gauge?
Do we have some way that we can move that barrel?
You climb out of the water for a second, and you're like, that wasn't too bad. All of a sudden, you feel nauseous and you just puke on the spot. You take a point of exhaustion.
All right. Oh no.
Okay.
Okay.
So what are you guys doing? You're down around the corner. You can see further.
How's
it
it
appears
look?
to turn again.
He's just vomiting.
Alright,
Can we hear that?
Yeah, you can hear him around over the water.
Can I roll perception and see if there's anything
Yes.
around?
Go for it.
Okay. Great. Alright, so 18.
18.
18 plus.
Well, I'm ignoring these numbers. So.
Also, you have a point of
proficient in-
exhaustion, so it's going to
perception
be
is
with
wisdom.
disadvantage.
True that. So you have to roll it twice and take the worst because you now have disadvantage on those types of things.
Because exhaustion.
So one more and take the lower result.
Wish I didn't know that. So I could have just.
Oh, also an 18. So 18
Nice.
plus your perception modifier,
Real solid.
which is dex, or which is wisdom.
Now we're
But proficient
definitely
is you
not
add
stealthy.
your.
Because our one good guy at stealth now has
Yeah,
disadvantage
yeah,
on
yeah.
stealth.
So 21.
21. You look up on the walls and there is there's nothing here in this immediate vicinity. It's just a continuing passage. Actually, after getting out of the water, you can see that this tunnel is not a naturally, it's not part of the original nuclear plant. This has been like carved out of this wreckage, sort of like a long, just circular hole that kind of winds its way down and around.
I'm sad that this looks
So
like the
I'm
right
gonna
area.
yell, alright, it keeps going. Avoid the barrel unless you feel like eating a lot later.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I don't eat, so.
And I cough.
Guess we're all going over there then.
Does anyone have some way that we can get this barrel?
I have a grapple that I can
Away.
use. I can just kind of yoink it over here.
Yeah.
And there's this passage ahead of you as well.
More secrets.
Just continues on.
Does somebody want to peek down that hallway and see
Yeah,
if
I'll-
there's a turn or something?
I'll just take
You're
a
going?
gander.
You will wander down in the direction of the spent fuel storage.
Probably should have been the person with the counter.
There's a turn there. keep going, or do you?
I'm gonna stop and say, hey, can somebody with the radiation detector go in front of me and tell me if there's any,
Yeah, I'll peek
You
around
come
there
back.
as well.
You peek around. Nothing yet. It seems to be clear.
Okay,
This
I'll
hallway
go.
continues down.
I'll go that way then.
Are you going first, or who's going first?
Oh, yeah, sure.
You go first. You wind down around the corner, and you do see a room with a closed door that says spent fuel storage on it, right there. You point your door, your rem counter at the door, and it begins to beep faintly.
Okay.
You see a rating of 5 on this door.
Okay.
Don't touch
So
the
don't
door.
go in there. And then is that stairs around the corner?
Yeah, you walk down a little bit, you turn, you see that there's this upswing, and it actually does have stairs, like kind of like a catwalk that goes up into the sky a bit out of sight.
Okay. Like into darkness out of sight?
Yeah,
Remember,
like
we
up to
said
another
we wouldn't
landing.
split the party.
Yeah, no, I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
we're
go
coming
for it.
back.
We should all decide on going one direction.
Yes. So let's figure out a
Split
way
the
to,
atom,
we
not
need
the
to
party.
move.
to get this barrel out of the way as much as we can, if possible.
Yeah, I'm going to yoink a grappling hook over onto the barrel and just kind of
You guys are
try.
coming back?
Well, actually, it probably shouldn't be a grapple hook because I don't want to pierce this barrel. I feel like that would be bad
it
if we
leaking?
leaked out.
It
all
looks
the
like it's
juices.
rusted and like partially open, like it's been leaking for a while, yeah.
Ooh, into the water. Ooh.
A little bit.
Ooh.
Well, the water wasn't radioactive.
The barrel itself was.
Yeah, but if so, is it like full of radioactive material? Is it okay?
You don't really know. You can't see unless you walk over and look in.
Is it like tipped over where whatever would be inside of it would be spilling out, or is it just kind of like upright?
It's upright. It's just kind of rusted away in the water.
Somebody else want to deal with this? I mean, I could swim past. We could all try to swim past it like
Is it closer?
like Marquez did.
Is it closer to my end?
See if I can mend the barrel and make
it
it not
is-
leaking radioactive.
Like,
Yes, it's
I don't wanna
closer
sit
in
there for a
space to you.
I could throw a javelin
let
at
me
it.
see. So I
I've been thinking about just sacred flaming it and hoping that it like pushes it away, but I don't know if that's gonna work.
Just shoot it with your shoulder shotgun.
Yep.
So,
That's
as you guys discuss how to best dispose of this barrel to make progress, we'll cut it there for now and reconvene in the next one.
Stupid.